我是来自梦都的沙智子。Hi, how's going, guys? Hi. Hello, guys. 今天晚上可能会就讲比较多英文，所以呢，如果呢大家听不懂的话呢，你们把它当哄睡台。要是听得懂的话，你们其实就是有些人可能听得懂，但不太知道怎么用英文回的话，你们也可以用中文回复。但我还是会主要以英文为主 ，OK？ 好吗？一手晚上好，学长晚上好，浓汤晚上好，阿恰晚上好，烤焦吐司晚上好，麋鹿晚上好，秀一晚上好，豆秀晚上好，晴天娃娃晚上好，阿平晚上好 ，Hippy 晚上好，紫菜菜晚上好，怪豆哥晚上好，凯凯晚上好，常常睡不着晚上好，好的晚上好 ，baby 呀晚上好 ，Nick 晚上好，我是不是刚刚有说米手吗？有吧？比安长晚上好，杰晚上好，西木晚上好，我吉祥物晚上好，风采晚上好，风采你好一点了没有？你不是感冒，你生病好一点了没有吧？你好晚上好，风音晚上好。What's up, guys? How's going? It's Sachiko. So, hi, Steven. Hello. 英芬低分打晚上好。大脑还在开机，没事，我也还在开机。So I just woke up. So I'm trying to figure out what I'm gonna talk about today. 只剩下刚口渴的那就好，要好好照顾自己哦，风采。So I woke up and Bradley woke up too. So hopefully she doesn't bark too much. I just wanna. You guys say you guys understand what I'm talking about, of course. So I just have to tell you guys that English is not something that is like too complicated. Okay, so I'm not doing academic report or essay or very complicated stuff. It's just daily conversation. It shouldn't be too difficult for you guys to understand. So don't feel like, oh, you guys are really bad in English so you can't understand. It's not like that. English is something that should be fun. Should be something that you use to connect with people and have fun with it. Okay? No problem. 说比较难吗? Well, every time I speak English on the stream, people are like, "Oh, how do you study English? How did you learn English?" I'm just gonna tell you, what I did before when I started to learn English was to watch a lot of movies, a lot of YouTube videos. So I watch a lot of YouTubers. I watch a lot of interview of my favorite singers. I also listened to a lot of English songs back then. So that's how I learned. It wasn't something like, oh, I'm gonna be studying English. I'm gonna be like reading the books 24/7. I'm gonna memorize every single word. It's not like that, okay? I'm not trying to force myself into something that is I'm gonna say this. I'm not gonna try to force myself to do something that I don't like. So for example, I hate force myself to like sit in front of tables and then force myself to memorize vocabularies. That's something that I hated so much back then. I mean, right now it's easier for me to memorize new words, but like back then when you just started to learn a new language, that's something that I hated and it wasn't the way I learned it. I mean, I know some people are really good at memorizing stuff, but it wasn't me. So if I just like keep doing things that I hated, like I wouldn't speak English. 想要杀的英文课单 ，OK, I'll do it one day. I'll do it one day. 高歌离席干嘛这样 ？Use English to think may be a better way to improve speaking ability. Yeah, so like back then, talking about like how to think in English, it's something that is very challenging in the beginning. So like you might not have enough vocabularies, or like you feel like your grammar is so bad, so you don't really know how to think in English, right? But like the thing is, like, you know how like you when you create a sentence in your head, what you do is like you put vocabularies and words together, right? I mean, you don't have to do it in like all in English. You can do it like mixed, right? You can do like half Chinese, half English. So for example, like in my head, if I think like, oh, I just woke up and I'm very tired, but there's like fewer, there's like word that you don't understand, you'd be like, oh, I just 起床. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, you don't have to be like, oh, because I have to use it in full English. You can just mix it. I just 起床 and I'm very tired. You know what I'm saying? You started at the very beginning. Like, you can't force yourself into something that is so hard. So you just have to you can use the way you think it's easier for you. Like, that's more fun to you, so you don't hate English. It's like a lot of people told me the problem is they hated English. First of all, you have to like English. You have to give it a try. Don't make the judgment so quick, you know? I agree, language comes the most naturally when you just use it. Exactly. Did you say hello to me? I did. Let language learning be part of your life. Exactly. Good morning, Kevin. You just 起床. I just 起床. I just 起床. Yeah, the thing with being bilingual is that you sometimes get stuck trying to convey something in one language only. Hello, lady. Hi. Yeah. So, like I always like, I'm gonna say this. So my mom always told me, or like she always told people, maybe one day she will tell you guys about the story that I learned English. I remember when I started learning English, my mom was like trying to like teach me how to be better in like how to take English exam and stuff, which like I suck at it because I'm not someone who like so good at taking English exam. I'm just like someone who like to connect with people. Like, yes, you guys know I love talking to people. I love knowing people. Like, I just love human being in general. So like my mom always like say like, oh, so like there is like a really long time when my daughter just locked herself in her room and doing something that she doesn't know, and after a while I came out. I started to speak English. So in her eyes, that's how she feels. She feels like I locked myself up for for a long time, and I came out. I speak perfectly English. That's just how she feels. But like the truth is, like I locked myself in a room just to like watch a bunch of YouTube videos or listen to a bunch of English songs. I told you guys a while ago that I used to one of the way I learned English was to read tweets. So I used Twitter for a long time, like really long time. So I have like singers that I really like who speak English, and just to kind of like knowing what she wants to say about her life, about her music and stuff. I kind of have to read in English, right? Because I mean, that's her language. So to be able to understand her, I have to learn English. So that was one of my biggest motivation back then. It's really interesting because you have like really big motivation in learning something, so you will put your time into it. You want to know more. Everything just became more interesting, and it wasn't something that I hated. I love it so much. Riley 晚上好。这英文环境有差，之前听人家讲3句你就大脑空白。会呀，现在开会今天可以跟上主题，代表你有进步。How did you study English in the past? I didn't know how to do this. Just you have to find motivation first. Like you have to understand why. You have to like know the reason why you study English. I think it is something that is so important for you to continue learning something. Like if you don't even know why you're learning this and you hate it, there's no way you're gonna continue. There's no way you're gonna put your heart and your time and money into something that you don't like, right? So it is very important and very crucial to know why you're learning something. 对啊，亲嘴妈那时候完全不好吃。The way I learned English was watching some tapes from Disney. Ooh, I learned English from Disney too. I started very easy. Like I think I started from Nemo. So I watched Nemo without subtitles at the beginning. That's how I started to learn. Like at the beginning was very challenging. And slowly in times I could understand English more. I started watching Friends without subtitles, but like that was a little bit challenging just because they have like a lot of American humor in the in the show. So some parts like I'm just like, huh? What does that mean? But in time you will get it. It just like take times. Me and my mom often use English to communicate too. 真的假的 Miso? That is so nice. My mom doesn't really speak English to me, but she understands perfectly. I learned English by listening to music. That's great. That's a really good way. Retweets. She. Yeah. Called Disney World of English when I was toddler. When I was a baby, I don't think I speak English. So what happened back then was my parents speak English to each other. And me and my brother wouldn't understand because back then our English was really bad, right? So my parents always talk to each other in English when they want to talk about something that they don't want me and my brother to know. So like, for example, they talk about like some secret, they won't talk to each other in English because we don't understand. So they would talk shit about like relatives. They talk shit about my grandparents or something. I don't know. Like, now think back, I think they're talking shit, but like, but now I understand. You know what I'm saying? Like, because they think that we don't understand, so they talk shit. But now they do. But now they don't do that anymore just because we understand perfectly, you know? Give me 1 second. Like, no, like actually, if I look back and then if I think back, I think they're talking shit. Well, you know, I don't mind. It's just like we were kids, so we didn't understand much. 你的文法错误，希望有高人可以指点。所以那个 如果你们大家学英文的时候啊，觉得自己英文文法不好啊，你不要太在意，你又不是在写什么英文的作文什么的。我也常常会讲英文文法会讲错，有时候脑袋的速度不会那么快，高速运转嘛。我都会告诉别人说你的文法错误没有关系，只要语言是拿来沟通的，语言你要拿来使用，你不要在意你的文法会有错误。我也常会讲话会有文法错误，甚至美国人用英文文法都会错了，你怎么觉得你自己可以100%正确呢？根本就不会有人，你讲中文的时候，你会文法 always 正确吗？也不会啊。这种东西不要太要求自己。语言是拿来沟通的，只要你可以理解对方的意思，我觉得这个比什么文法正确还要重要。那当然啦，你如果在写英文作文啊，你要写essay交论文啊什么之类的，你文法有错误，那当然是不行的。但你平常沟通，我需要给你打分数吗？我跟你聊天，我会说哦，这个人的英文文法100分，哦，这个人的英文文法90分，你也不会这样去评判人家吧，对吧？Music helps me a lot, and I sing when I was Beth. When I grow up, I start to learn to sing properly by singing the lyrics. That's a good thing. That means like you improved. My dad don't understand English, so when I want to say shit bad about Amina, recently I learned English from vtuber. That's a really good motivation as well. By the way, I just uploaded the birthday letter. I think I will faint from embarrassment. Do you want me to read it out? Ravinia, you want me to read it out? To be honest, not even a native speaker used the right grammar. Exactly. 不敢说话，说嘛，浓汤说啊，都说啊。Just chat all and say it out. Exactly. I can't speak English. It's okay for me. 没关系。Language is tools. Yes, you use it to communicate with people, to connect with people, to express yourself. Okay, don't force yourself to be 100% correct in something that is not that important in daily life. I mean, it is important, but like it's not to the point you have to be 100% accurate. Okay. 阿晨，知识老师晚上好。Nobody mentioned anything about public Hey, do you know that when you guys put the birthday thing in the Google Drive? Hold on, there's a link. I have to find it real quick. So you guys know that I have the birthday stream, right? Coming up in May 13. Again, May 13. So I have a link for you guys to put on stuff. You guys can upload your fan art. You can upload the letters, and then I will read it out. I will read it out on my birthday stream. I will show it to the world. I will share the love. Your voice in English is so sexy. What? 真假的？真假的？生日收礼信箱。This time you need assist with grammar. So sad. What? You don't have to. You don't have to. 有时候自己学日文，慢慢学，慢慢讲出来，不然听得懂，但说不出来没有用。对呀，没有错。I will pretend that people won't understand most of it. It's okay. 这就是学长就听得懂。I'm pretty sure there are a lot of people understand English. I mean, you don't have to you don't have to understand 100%, but like I'm pretty sure there are parts that you understand there and there. It'll be fine. Your English voice is great, but I can't use to your English voice. Why? Why? Do I really sound different when I speak English though? Cause I speak English on daily basis, right? So like, if I'm not playing games with people from Taiwan, if I'm not streaming, like in my life, I speak English more than speak Mandarin. 差很多。Me like you too. I love you, my baby doobie. I love you. Wait, do I sound different? Do I? You have one of the best English speaking voice. Hey. Oh yay, kinda different. Really? Because you always speak Chinese. Okay, because you don't understand English. How about you understand English so I can speak English to you? I was told that I kind of sound like Californians. Thank you for subscribe. What does a Californian sound like? I probably also sound like Californian, but what? I know, my friend. My best friend used to live in New York. And like the way she speaks English and the way I speak in English was a little bit different. I'm not too sure if we sound different right now, but like the way we speak was a little bit different. I think it was like the pronunciation, the part where you put the emphasis at, I think. I'm not too sure because okay, so still English was not my native not my mother tongue, right? So when I speak English, I still don't see the difference. Okay, so if you have Texan accent, then I will understand that sounds very different. If you have British accent, like Ravinia has British accent, then like that was something that is like very strong, then I can see the difference. But like I don't see the difference between like people from New York and the people from California. Like what's the difference? They don't pronounce T? Huh? Really? I understand, but I can't use English to answer you. It's okay. 你用中文回啊。California girl, da 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 da. 用中文会有个台味这样吗？英文就会不同感觉哦。But if you say it's Tuesday, Tuesday in it, Tuesday. It's Tuesday in it. You what, mate? You what, mate? What? 我不会讲那个，我一直都觉得英国口音超好听的，但是我不会。中文比较爆眼，确实。Oh, you don't know. Hi Joe, good evening. 你们觉得中文比较爆眼吗？那是因为你们没有听过我用英文跟人家聊天。就是你们可能会觉得说，啊，莎莎现在讲英文啊，都那个 water。莎莎现在讲英文感觉很温柔，或什么之类的。但是你们没有听我用英文跟别人聊过天嘛，对不对？所以你们也不知道我多抱怨。其实我用英文比较容易开玩笑欸，就是我跟朋友在上班之间聊天，我讲英文也是蛮 sarcastic 的吧。我也不太可能用英文常在这边跟你们聊天，或是用英文在这边跟你们开玩笑嘛。毕竟很多人可能会听不太懂，对吧？所以我都会觉得说，啊，那还是比较好的。你上次开英文台什么？波波哇！ bottle of water, bottle, bottle, ba, 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 bawa. What? How do you pronounce that? Pretty mean, huh? Yeah. Well, I mean, like sometimes, yeah. And like my friends know, and they sometimes look at me like, "What are you talking about? Why did you talk like that?" But like, honestly, I am the same person. I'm not that much big difference when I speak English and when I speak Mandarin. I'm still me. It just like, cause sometimes. You guys have to know. So like, I don't know if it happened to you guys, but like, do you guys feel like you guys have different personality when you speak different language? Okay, because sometimes I feel like I do. Sometimes I feel like when I speak English, I have different personality. And like, okay, I'm still the same person. It's just like the way I express myself is very, very different when I speak different language. Sometimes. Enjoy this time, everyone. She is seldom speak English on stream. I barely. I barely. Definitely, I get A plus night-ish when I speak Taiwanese. 真的假的？没病啊！那我听起来像8+9，哪有？我是英文莎。I always use no R instead of no. What do you mean no R? Nor. Oh, no. Huh? What? Depends on who am I talking to. What do you mean? What do you mean? A bottle of water. bottle. 思考的语言逻辑模式会切换，这样吗？对啊，当我说台语就很像8+9。Chips and fries, very different. Chips and fries. 澳洲口音真的赞耶！哈，我不是我很喜欢澳洲口音，我喜欢英国口音。不，算了，我再继续。But talking about British accent, okay? So, don't judge me on this one. But I just have to tell you guys. So, when I was very young, I really like One Direction. Do you guys know One Direction? Okay, I feel like new generation might not know. That's kind of old. Not that old, but a little bit, you know? So, so you guys know One Direction. Okay, that's good. So, back then, when I was a little girl, I was fangirling so hard over One Direction. Okay. Found another snake in my sink, mate. Good morning, mate. 你把 T 加进去的部分就懂了。Anyway, let's go back to One Direction, okay? One of my favorites. So you like One Direction too? Good morning. So like, back then I was fingering really hard over One Direction, okay? So that's when I started to learn English, I think. So when I started to learn English, I really like Ariana Grande, One Direction, who else? There's like few, but I don't remember. Okay? So his accent's so funny. There's one accent that I really don't like, but I forgot. Hi, Kalabanga. Good evening. Hello. The historian's captain. What? So I was fingering really hard over One Direction, okay? So like I say, I was learning English. But when I just started to learn English, I could not understand British accent. It was something that was so hard for me to understand. So like, you know, like the pronunciation is different, the way they use English is different, they use different words. They're just so different, right? So when back then I was like, okay, so I really like One Direction. They also speak English, but they speak English in different ways. How am I gonna understand this? This is so difficult. And you know what I do? 我土法炼钢，我就狂看。I just like keep watching their videos, especially their interviews, okay? I have to watch their interviews with subtitles. So like the YouTube has those like AI subtitles thingy. So I kind of have to use that to kind of understand what they're talking about because they have really heavy British accent. It took me a while to get it. It actually took me a while to understand different accent. They tend to have different phrases that are commonly used. Exactly. What do you mean, Sachiko? Is a world. AI subtitles, actually, I hate that. Oh, I mean, it's not really that accurate, but like that's all I have when I don't have anything else. So like I just have to keep listening and keep listening to the day that I understand. But there's still one accent that I can't understand. Irish accent. Okay, so there are people from Ireland that like there is a part of Ireland, I think they have really, really heavy accent to the point that I could not understand every single word that coming out from their mouth. I used to have a customer that comes in and he is from Ireland, so he always speak English with Irish accent, right? Okay, so it wasn't his fault, but still every morning he would come in to order coffee and he would try to chat with us. Okay, so he would like stand outside the across the counter. He tried to talk to us. He would smile, he would laugh. But like, the thing is like, oh yeah, the Scotland was bad too. Oh my god, I also couldn't understand people from Scotland. It was just mind blown. It was so hard. Okay, so like he would try to talk to us, like kind of like chat with us there and there every morning. I'm not kidding, every single morning. Okay, but every time he left, I turned around. So every time he left, I would turn around to my friend and I would be like, hey, did you understand anything he just say? And my friend would be like, nope. My friend would be like, nope. And I'll be like, okay, so why are you laughing? And then my friend was like, I mean, like, I just don't understand, but you kind of have to laugh with him, you know? I was like, yeah, but like, how do you not understand? You speak English. Okay, that makes sense if I don't understand because English is not my native language, right? And then she was like, it doesn't mean I understand. Like, his accent was just too heavy that I could not understand. 没错，你笑就是对的，你笑就对了。こんばんは、僕の英語は何を言ってるかわかりません。しかし、幸子ちゃんの声が優しいだから大丈夫です。好き、おっぱい好き。对不起，我没有在二界啦。Yeah, you kind of have to follow the vibe, you know. 嗡嗡晚上好，おっぱい好き，好き，おっぱい好き。哎，等一下，你们不要转圈圈，这是一个二界的梗，你们不知道吗？这是一个二界的梗呐、你有问问题，主播，我没有看到阿修。 你问在哪里 I have a question. When you hear English, your brain appear Chinese or not? No, I don't. Okay, so how am I gonna say this? So like when you use English, okay, so like how am I gonna say this? So English is something that I use very easily nowadays. Since I speak English all the time, I don't think when I speak English, my brain has the translate function anymore. Okay, only if I want to. So for example, if I'm talking to you guys, Marlins will be here in 5 seconds. Sorry, Marlin, sorry. So like, I think at the beginning when you started to learn English, your brain will try to translate stuff for you because it is something that you're so not used to. But how am I gonna say this? So if you use English to a certain degree, when you use it so much, I think your brain started to function in the way that you think in English. I don't. Sukiyaki. Sukiya. They're so cute together. When you use a language on a daily basis, your brain no longer needs to translate stuff to conceptualize. Conceptualize 那什么字啊？完蛋了！你可以不要那么深啊！你要先输入脑袋翻译完才能理解。My best, it's okay, it's okay, don't worry。有可能只是你们英式的英文会用的词跟美国不太一样，但其实我不抗拒学习新的用法，或是其他国家的用法。要训练强迫用英文理解意思，不然在跟国外对话的时候会沟通不良。对，听久就会内化，没错。所以现在脑袋疯狂运转，所以我讲了一句，然后你脑袋要开始翻译，这样吗？等我喝口水哟。就是这怎么解释啊？就是当你用一个语言用到一个量的时候，其实你的脑袋就不会再去帮你翻译。我觉得阿修应该懂吧？假设如果你用语言，你用日文好了，像阿修跟秀一样，他们用用日文多到一个程度的时候，你就会开始的你就会开始觉得好像你不需要再把日文翻成中文了吧，对不对？对对，希望你不要卡在海关，没关系的，加拿大的海关应该超级松的吧？对呀，你日文就是这样嘛，对不对？要听莎讲英文，还要看聊天室。我现在也是要那个看中文，然后讲英文嘛。学长，快去洗澡！完蛋，你完全没那种经验。你想去美国找你的表姐？你的表姐在美国啊。之前英文1对1上课，先是建立词汇量、语感，我觉得语感很重要。然后你不要死背英文单字嘛，对不对？那麋鹿，你讲台语的，你会讲台语吗？麋鹿，你是美国人哦。麋鹿会讲台语吗？你讲台语的时候，应该脑袋不会有什么不会。那你会讲客家话吗？But people like us don't have a chance to use English in daily life strategy. That's a lie. That's a lie. Okay, so I'm gonna have to tell you guys this. So I studied English when I was in Taiwan, okay? I wasn't thrown to America to start to use English, okay? I spent about 4 years. I think I spent about 4 years on studying English, and that was when I was in Taiwan, okay? I put myself in a situation where I can hear English all the time. I know people around you might not be speaking English. I know people around you would think you're very weird, but listen to me. But there are many ways that you can create your own English environment. For example, your phones, your computers, what you're listening to, people online that you can meet, people online. You play games with people, you speak English, there are just so many ways. Like, okay, so when I have to tell you guys about this, I don't know if you guys ever used a website. I'm not gonna say I recommend it, but you can try this, okay? There are different websites that online that you can meet with people and speak English with them. There's Omegle. There's another one is I forgot the name. I know Omegle is not the best website. There are a lot of people showing their, their their PPs. It's not the best website, but like I did when I was a kid. GG. So what happened is the website is... Oh, hi, Wenxi. So the website is... Okay, I'm gonna explain it. If you never used the website, I'm just gonna tell you briefly. So the website basically is a video chat type of website. Video mixed with like what's it called? Like a chatting thing? Yeah, but it's like a chatting website, okay? They randomly pair you with someone that you don't know. You can... There's like an option that you can choose, like, oh, if you guys like the same thing, like there's like a preference that you can put in, right? Your hobbies and what you like, that what you dislike. So the website like that, okay? They randomly pair you with someone. You can talk to them. You don't know their name. There's no names on there. There's usually people on there with videos, cameras on. But the thing is that you have to be very careful because people show their PPs on there. There are a lot of peoples on there. They're trying to find someone to masturbate with them. So you kind of have to be careful. If you are not over 18, I do not recommend you to use a website. You're gonna see a lot of dicks. It's not really a good option, but I did it when I was young, okay? Because I really want to meet people who speak English, but I don't, like, I didn't have any chance. 3,500 Yes. 其实我在看 NBA、MLB、NFL 的人就知道，球员的赛后访问其实使用的语句非常粗浅到不行日常。不是啊，平常讲话干嘛要那么复杂，对不对？对吧？ Are you guys lagging? 我的画面会闪现。Oh no! 1 second. Oh no! Oh no! Oh no! 不是我的网络，是 YT， 是 YT 在卡。 好的吧 ？Oh no， 还在卡。Oh Jesus Christ。OK， YT 在搞啦，怎么办？耶 ，T 问我没事。好，等等我重来一下。怎么办 ？Is it better now？ 哇 ，YT 在搞，救命啊！等我一下。顺吗？还卡吗？是 YT 在搞吧？YT 收钱要做事啊，对啊。